and our friends with a brief summary of the performance of the Chamber. Membership has doubled and reached 254 in the last 2 years and continues to accelerate. The board has taken the position that members are customers, and therefore we strive to enrich the customer experience and ensure the membership has value. The Chamber is managed as if a business, and our customers, our members, are first and foremost front and center. We also endeavor to be customer-centric and industry-focused by holding AmCham-sponsored events by sector, inspiring community dialogue, idea exchange, and knowledge sharing. AmCham is also an active member of Working Group D and the Tax Working Group Subcommittee with the Royal Government. The Chamber is proud to launch annual events with ministries that concern our members most. AmCham donates 10% of all membership fees for charitable causes. Last year, AmCham donated to the Cambodian Mine Action Authority to help Phra Vang become a mine-free province. We partnered with Mercy Medical Clinic to pay for cervical cancer screenings for garment workers. We also donated funds to Indochina Starfish Foundation for bicycles, helmets, and stationery for underprivileged school children. The charity gala following our AGM is to raise anchor funds for a new foundation being established for the benefit of the Royal Government for the return of priceless Khmer treasures from the US and Europe, and culminates a year of extraordinary philanthropy. For this cause, I am particularly proud of the US government and private sector involvement, particularly Homeland Security and US prosecutors, and tireless pro bono work by US lawyers Brad Gordon and Stephen Heiberg, the United States Embassy here in Phnom Penh, and now the American Chamber of Commerce in anchoring the funds for the foundation. It is truly an honor and privilege to give back, not only to the country, but to the Khmer people. AmCham encouraged and promoted investment in the kingdom. We coined the phrase, Cambodia, the Asian tiger of the 21st century, and the mantra, Invest Cambodia. A video presentation was recorded with this theme. Several articles were published with this theme, as well as presentations to international investors who came from Korea, Japan, and all over the world. In closing, I want to thank the members and the board for giving me the opportunity to serve. This is a responsibility and duty I have not taken lightly, nor has it been a burden or hardship. It has only been a privilege and honor, and has been one of life's true challenges. And I have savored every minute of it. I want to thank the ambassador for coming. I'm really pleased to see you, Ambassador. I want to particularly thank the Board of Governors, the Executive Management Team, and the Advocacy Committee Vice Chairs and Chairs, the hardest working, most dedicated people and talented people I've ever worked with. They are the reason the Chamber has achieved new heights and the reason for its success. When you have the best, you become the best, and the best is yet to come. Thank you.
We've been able to increase our funds, which have been able to let us have more exciting events. I think you guys have seen that AmCham is everywhere, and I take that with pride. And I think this could only happen because we have such a great team. We've been doing a lot of events, bringing in the public sector and the private sector with all different ministries. I think this is a really, really big achievement with Ministry of Justice, Economy and Finance, Commerce, Public Works. We have the insurance regulator, securities regulator, a lot of government engagement, and I'm excited for what's to come with more of that. Additionally, we've also hired a policy advocacy manager, so every month you're going to receive updates on what's going on in the government about certain laws or policies. So what's coming ahead? In 2023, I think I see 6 main parts. The first is more committee-led events. With all these 8 committees, we really have to hear the pressing issues about what's going on in that sector. So I expect the committees to take a more active role and have more exciting events. Like I talked about in March, these are committee-led events. Number 2 is we're going to continue to strengthen our financial controls, as we want to know where every dollar is going out and coming in and is recorded properly. Number 3 is more engagement, and not just with the government here, but also with the US government. Number 4, again, with more AmChams of Asia Pacific, we'll be going back to Washington, listening to them, hearing our concerns as well. Number 5, this is another great part, partnering with the US Embassy Phnom Penh. It's called OSAC. This is the Overseas Security Advisory Council. So we'll be doing an event later in the month of March, but it's to share information and security concerns to those in the private sector and in the region. And finally, we're going to continue to expand our CSR efforts. I think this is a great start tonight, but overall, I think we can continue to do more. So be on the lookout for exciting events happening this year. So with that, I do say thank you very much for your support. Again, if we can ever be of service to you, please don't hesitate for that. Thank you very much.
My embassy prioritizes supporting U.S. business in Cambodia. I'm asked to do that as ambassador. Trade in goods and services between our two countries benefit the American taxpayers and the U.S. economy, but also U.S. investment here in Cambodia plays a very significant and growing role in the kingdom's quite remarkable economic development, economic miracle, economic story. All of you should be proud to be a part of it. I am quite convinced as I travel around all 25 provinces quite frequently that across Cambodia, U.S. brands are synonymous with quality, with reliability. As Cambodia moves up the value chain, now a lower middle income country with aspirations to reach even higher over the next few years, Cambodians can afford to get what you pay for, and American products and services are impressive offerings. I encouraged the Prime Minister and his senior team to undertake efforts to make Cambodia more inviting for U.S. companies, including by strengthening the regulatory environment, strengthening respect for rule of law, improving transparency, predictability, doubling down on counter-corruption efforts, and addressing the ease of doing business here in the kingdom. I will be the first to say that we need to mark and acknowledge progress when it is achieved in these areas. I also told the Prime Minister that the recent decision by the Financial Action Task Force to take Cambodia off its gray list, reflecting success in addressing anti-money laundering measures, is very encouraging. This is the kind of progress that we hope to see more of here in Cambodia. Now, the Prime Minister, I want to share with you, he responded to these points. He expressed gratitude for the expanding U.S. market, the contributions of U.S. companies, including very specifically American Cambodians. And I note that because quite a few American Cambodians are here tonight, and he'd made special mention of that diaspora community, many of whom have come back here to help the kingdom develop. And he agreed that the U.S. brand in Cambodia is very much associated with quality. And he gave a few examples. U.S. donated vaccines throughout the pandemic were highly sought after, greatly appreciated here in Cambodia. Also, he cited U.S. vehicles that are now assembled in Cambodia. He actually said Ford Motor Company vehicles have become synonymous with the word vehicle. When you see a vehicle, you want it to be a Ford in Cambodia. That was the Prime Minister offering that. Quite impressive. I want to congratulate AmCham on a very successful year. If my math is correct, this is the 27th year since the organization's founding in 1996. AmCham helps to serve as a voice of U.S. business here in the kingdom. Your members have invested in communities through CSR efforts. Thank you, Travis, for offering that you can do even more, but the efforts thus far are welcome, and they are endeavoring to improve the health, education, and well-being of Cambodians. Finally, let me thank all of you, directly, indirectly, for being part of a very special relationship between our two countries, between Americans and Cambodians. 2022, it must be said, was a pretty good year. exceeded many expectations. Cambodia, with a great deal of U.S. help behind the scenes, was a COVID survival and recovery success story. I've congratulated the Prime Minister and the government. They in turn have expressed appreciation for our assistance. But Cambodia was a global model when it came to vaccinations, one of the fastest, most vaccinated countries in the world. Great discipline. This provided the opportunity for the country to reopen quite a bit earlier than the rest of the neighborhood. Last year, as ASEAN chair, Cambodia provided an important platform for critical discussions on some of the most challenging global and regional challenges that exist, including Russia's brutal, globally disruptive invasion of Ukraine, which has implications even here in Cambodia, and also a platform to address the Myanmar crisis, a little closer to home, has an impact here in Cambodia and the rest of the region. Last year, Cambodia and the Prime Minister supported agreement in Washington during the U.S.-ASEAN Specialist Summit to elevate the U.S.-ASEAN relationship to new heights, a comprehensive strategic partnership, and that took place in November during the summits. Cambodia was a very accommodating host to President Biden, 4 cabinet-level visitors, and senior congressional delegations, and about 1,500 of the president's closest friends. Apologies for any of you who experienced traffic disruptions in November during the summits, but things went exceedingly well. President Biden was extremely pleased to be here and so well received and accommodated. Also, some of you may have noticed that Prime Minister made a very historic, first ever substantive visit to a foreign diplomatic mission here in Cambodia. He joined us for a tour and dinner at the U.S. Embassy, Phnom Penh, in December, which he described as his first ever such visit to an embassy, to a foreign diplomatic mission. That was a good opportunity to talk about the relationship, our opportunities, and our challenges. I'm always optimistic. I look forward to equal progress and achievements in 2023, including very close collaboration with AmCham Cambodia and all of its members. Congratulations to all of you for the annual general meeting. Delighted to be with you. You can count on me and my staff to work very closely with you to again achieve our shared important objectives that are good for the people of Cambodia, the people of the United States, and even more broadly, the rest of the region and the globe in many circumstances. Kun Charang, thank you very much.
We exist because of you, and the base of our income are the fees that you pay to us. These fees have been increasing. The fee income has been increasing as our membership increases. This income is supplemented by advocacy and industry event income, which in 2022 increased over 2021 more than 10 times. Don't get too excited about the revenue because we quickly spend it. We are a not-for-profit organization, and the money we receive is quickly returned to you in the form of services and events. Where did the money go? Our largest expense is the cost of industry and advocacy events. Second are staff costs. And an important expenditure is in 2022, we had donations, charitable donations of more than $20,000, the largest amount of charitable donations in the history of AmCham, representing an amount equal to 11% of our membership fees.
I am honored to be a part of this board, working alongside such incredible and respected individuals within your respective field. Each board members represent a different sector of the Cambodia's business community. We have an executive from one of the largest financial institutions, Mr. 𝗍𝘁𝗿𝗶𝗰𝗸 with ABA Bank. a prominent figure in the higher education sector, Mr. 𝗍𝗿𝗵𝗆 from CamEd, a highly qualified digital transformation, Mr. Joseph Teffer, who I call the digital transformation mastermind, one of the best marketing agency founder, Mr. Christopher McCarthy from Mango Tango, a great leader in one of the largest U.S. business owned in the economic zone in Sihanoukville, 𝗍𝗿𝗵𝗆 with AHF Products, an established entrepreneur who's running a well-known American franchise, Ms. 𝗏𝘳, ChemDry Solutions, Ms. Rina Ng, a well-respected lawyer in the law firm of Cambodia, and also has been appointed as the Undersecretary of State with the Ministry of Justice. Congratulations again. Mr. Pelly Wong, a well-known entrepreneur and advisor to the Cambodian government, and a seasoned board member of AmCham for 12 years. So congratulations for that, and thank you for your service. Mr. Michael Berg, a highly reputable professional in the auto industry, and last but not least, our president, Mr. Anthony Galiano, also a prominent and well-known businessman in the field of tax and investment in Cambodia. As you can see, this board is full of incredible experts across multinationals and industries, which is the true representative of how the America is made up back home. And most importantly, not just about the incredible experts that you bring as a board, but incredible personalities of supporting, engaging, sometimes too engaging as we debate for days about certain topics, but nevertheless a dynamic team. As one might expect with these type of industry experts and personalities, as in any regular organization, the leader must be one of the exceptional personality to bring everyone on board, align everyone with a common goal, and drive everyone forward to a great achievement. That is what we have witnessed under Mr. Anthony Galiano's leadership for the board. Anthony, this message is for you. We want to express our gratitude to you as our president of AmCham. Thank you for your hard work and your commitment and dedication to taking AmCham into its golden era. Under your leadership, we have seen tremendous growth in membership, more engagement from all members, especially the formed committees, and for the interest of our members, as you had always tell us, we should treat our members as customers, to have more connections for the Cambodian respective government entities through the many events that we host throughout the year, as you can see, to support the requests from the members. We would not have been here today without your advice, direction, and your tremendous effort. It has been an incredible experience to work under your leadership as a multi-talented, committed, and resourceful person. So from the Board of the Governors of AmCham for the past 2 years, we thank you for your hard work.
Ms. Ivana Trenchini, the Country Manager of Visa Cambodia. Ms. Kim Tol-Tan, Founder and CEO of Grow for Growth. Ms. Kong David, the Co-Head of the Real Estate and Construction Practice at DFDL. Mr. Jay Cohen, the Partner and Director of Tillich & Gibbons. Mr. Tom O'Sullivan, the CEO of realestate.com.kh. Mr. Christopher McCarthy, CEO of Mango Tango Asia, who's been elected for a second term. Congratulations.